EpicBrix Productions. Today I'm going to be reviewing my clone turbo tank. I got this over my birthday, and I showed it on the my Lego birthday haul. If you haven't already seen that video, make sure to check it out. Before we get into the video, I'm going to ask you to please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. But without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Okay, so to start, we just have to look at the sheer size of this thing. I bought it off eBay for $250, which is a little bit of a steal because it only has 903 pieces. But because of when it was made and how rare some of the minifigures are, I felt like I needed to buy it. So me and my friend now both have this set. It has lots of Technic in it, and just like from the movies, it's off-road. So those wheels right there, they can travel, like if I rolled it across my carpet, they can travel up and around it, and they can, like without the set tilting or leaning. You can see right here, if I bring it over here, that they can move forwards and backwards like this, which makes it very easy to roll it across things and for it not to break. So I do like that because that's very similar to how the movie is. But with the clone turbo tank, part of the reason why I did buy it, besides wanting it like for the set, was the minifigures. So if you can see right here on the camera, there are 4 minifigures. Most of them are pretty good. I already had a Commander Gree, so I wasn't very happy about him. I wish they would have included a clone in the clone turbo tank set, or another one of the Kashyyyk troopers, but they didn't, which is a very disappointing part. But it doesn't make sense. I forgot to add the battle droids in this character thing, but if you can see in the back of the box there are battle droids that are coming for the clone turbo tank. But it's not a very fair fight anyway, because it's a whole tank with all these missiles and 4 minifigures, who half of them are Jedi, against 2 battle droids. So I felt like it wouldn't be good to include that. But the minifigures, so there's the Commander Gree, there is the Elite Corps Clone Trooper, obviously the 2 battle droids. Right here on the far right, you can see there's Luminera, and right next to him is Quillen Voss, which I think are both exclusive minifigures to this set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. This set is the newest clone turbo tank. There have been 2 others in the past. One that was like really in the past, in like 2008 or 2009. I can't remember when. But that set was really old, and it had some pretty bad looking minifigures. The next one was 2011, and that was a very good looking set. It didn't have as many good minifigures, but it did have more, and it was better because I'm pretty sure that one included clones. But this should be called like the Kashyyyk clone turbo tank, because it's based off the planet of Kashyyyk. You can see with this very stubby, if I do say so myself, walker. And the obviously Commander Gree and the Elite Corps Trooper. So let's talk about the set and less of the minifigures. So this set has a few main parts of it. It has the front right there, where the drivers are. It has a back, which also has driver. Like, you can't tell which is front and back unless you look at the set. So that is hard. And then it has the middle, which you can see there are Technic inside all of this. If I can open this one up. It won't open at the second, but the front can open up, and all of this can open up. I put a clone driver in there, because it makes sense, because there was no, like, this established driver. You can see there are many cannons and weapons on it. There's a place for Commander Gree to stand right there, which is an eyesore in my opinion to the set. But with this thing, you can make this go up and down, and this is how you can carry it off the ground. This can also go up and down. I had it very low down, as you can see, because I don't like how high it has up in the set. But that's just my opinion. There's a cannon right here that Commander Gree can flip around and use. And then 2 cannons in the back, and then 4 flick fire missiles, 2 on each side. These pieces can come off very easily, which annoys me, but that's just how they built it. The inside is very bad looking, and you're supposed to like smush the walker up into this weird position that they have in the instruction book. That really does not look good, so I choose to keep it out. The middle is more of a storage compartment for the cargo. It has, you can see a box in there, and if I can get the box out, inside it, it has a bomb and some missiles, some backup ones, which is nice, and I did like how they used the telephone Lego pieces for the detail on it. In the inside, this can move, making this go up and down, but it's, in my opinion, it's just easier to pull it up and down. You can see that there's extra storage for the flick fire missiles, and there's if I turn the thing around in the front and in the back, there are places for the drivers to go, even though still there are no established ones. There are 10 wheels on this set that, like I said, can do this and go off terrain, which I have never really seen in a set, so that's very nice. You can, if you don't know which one's the front, you can tell because there are these 4 missiles in the front right here. It does look very off terrain, so because of the red and the green on it, so it does make sense that it's in Kashyyyk. I'll talk a little bit about this. This is a very small walker that does not look very good, and that the elite clone corpse trooper is supposed to go in. It has these 2 things in the back, but it just doesn't look like a walker, and it's very poor standing, as you've seen. It just falls over. So because I've talked about it, I'm taking it out because I don't want it. So another part about it is almost the whole set is actually Technic. Like every single bag had some Technic in it except for the last one, which was probably my favorite, where you got to attach all these pieces. Then as you can see, there is if you go to the bottom, you can just see all that Technic that goes into this, though it does make it look very good. I had it over in my Clone Wars scene when I pulled it out, and it blends in very nicely with it. So my friend has it on the side of his Lego tables by his mountain with his clones on it. I have it over by my AT-AP and my my Anakin's thing, which I still haven't done a review on. I did newly get that one, so I will do that one soon. It's not very balanced now that I have the Clone Turbo Tank, but I'm not going to regret that because I like the Clone Turbo Tank a lot. So I worked very hard to get this set. I had to combine birthday money and my own money, and it, like I said, it cost me $250, which is absolutely crazy for a Lego set with only 903 pieces. And then, so you can see that it has the Kylo Ren in there, so you can see that it's not too old, but it's old enough that it's cost a lot of money. The price was, I think, doubled, and with tax, it was a lot more money. So there was like a $50 shipping fee. So like it used to be $100 and something, and now it's $250 on eBay for its like lowest price. I was very close to getting the 2011 one, but then I decided on this one because the 2011 one cost even more, because there was like this thing that you couldn't see, that the shipping was so much money, it just was too much. So I decided to get this one. You can see the Disney logo down there in the corner, and it's a very nice looking box because it has all the red and stuff that looks like Kylo Ren. But then also the box art on the front is kind of framed, and you can see the Kashyyyk around it. I would have liked it to be where in the background there was something like a corporate alliance tank droid or something like that in the background, because there's explosions on the side of it, but there's only 2 battle droids that are actually fighting it. And I don't even want a corporate alliance droid in the set. I just want it behind and like faded to show the battling happening. It's interesting that the clone turbo tank is going away from the battle droids, and that the missile in the back of it is firing without any person manning it, which I don't think is very necessary, because none of the flick fire missiles are firing. Only it just shows these blue blurs as this one and those 2 are firing, which doesn't make sense, because there's, first of all, the back one, there's no one manning it, and second of all, why didn't they make any of the flick fire missile shooting? Like in many of the sets I built, at least a few of them are going off, and they look a lot better that way in my opinion. The front ones, I mean, you could say they were controlled by the pilot. If there was a pilot showing, you can see that there is the clone, the 2 Jedi, and the Commander Gree, and they're all in there, but where would the pilot go? You don't, there's no pilot manning the guns, and there's no, the Commander Gree is sitting up there instead of on the back. So that does not make any sense. And then you can see that also, the Kashyyyk walker really doesn't look very good there. It doesn't blend in good enough, and the mountains and stone just don't look good in it. It would have been better if they framed it in a forest, but I do get it why they filmed it in a plains. You can see on the sides there are these things that you can pick it up with, but the box up with, but it's not very needed. The box is very heavy, so you can see by the sheer size of it that there was a lot of weight in it. There are 8 bags, and with all of that, there's a lot of weight in it. If we look at the bottom of the box, or the top of the box here, you can see the deluxe minifigure is Luminara. I can't pronounce her last name. Unduli. I probably said that wrong. The set is 75151. It's ages 9 to 14, which, as I've said in past videos, I don't care at all what age is for. In my opinion, as long as you know how to do Legos, it can be any age. And then you can see, what I'm talking about on the sides of the boxes. And then this is the back of the box. The back of the box, I'm a big fan of. It has like blueprints to the clone turbo tank, and it shows its features off. There's also a force builder app that I guess you can get with it, which I didn't realize until now that there was, which is pretty interesting. And then you can see the Lego Star Wars symbol on the bottom, and it just shows like what everything looks opened up and the features that store. You can see in that bottom picture right there that you can see this thing all curled up, and it looks terrible, and I really don't like how they did that. I don't know what this does, except the fact that it just lifts it up, which is interesting because then it makes it easier to move. But I always forget about that because it just looks like another add-on, so I just carry it from the bottom, which isn't too hard because you can carry it from the waist right here, and then also you can carry it if you go under the wheels. So that's going to be most of my review on the Clone Turbo Tank. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. This is EpicBrix Productions. Thank you.